Okay, Mrs. Jones, so basically we want to find out what your goals are. You want to tell me what is the body that you want to achieve. If we really achieve these goals, how's it going to make you feel? So what is it that you actually want to achieve? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and minimum 5 goals. Okay, now that we got your goals, Mrs. Jones, what I want you to do, why is this important to you? What's going to improve in your life by achieving these goals? You want these goals, how is it going to make you feel? Okay, we're going to get family. How's it going to improve your family life? How's it going to improve your job life? How's it going to improve your life? Now from here, these are your 3 main priorities in life. Now fitness doesn't need to be your number 1 priority. It incorporates all of it. Basically, fitness is just a routine. It's a lifestyle. So if you improve your fitness, it's going to improve all of your main priorities in life. Okay, Mrs. Jones, now what we're going to do is after the workout, we're going to come back and we're going to develop the when period. Basically, when do you want to achieve these goals? A good timeline so you figure out exactly what you want to see in the first 1 to 3 months, what you want to see in the next 4 to 6 months, and then your overall goal, when do you want to see in 8 to 10 months? What are the goals you want to achieve? So from here, now, Ms. Jones, do you want the simple or the science of how your body works? Okay, well, let's go through the science. Basically, what does your metabolism do, Mrs. Jones? Well, your metabolism, okay, helps you burn calories. Okay, absolutely. So what we're going to do is we're going to focus on 3 main areas: cardio, nutrition, and strength training. Well, these main areas are going to improve your metabolism. But which one of these are going to give you the most amount of return? What time and effort do you want to be putting into these? Okay, well, absolutely. Well, strength training is going to be number 1, Mrs. Jones. Nutrition is going to be number 2 at 40%. Cardio is only going to be effective 10% of the time. Why is strength training number 1? It's because it builds muscle, Mrs. Jones. The more lean muscle you have, the more calories you burn at rest. That's called your BMR. BMR stands for basal metabolic rate. The more calories, X amount of calories you burn every day at rest. So your body's doing the work for you. So you know exactly what you need to do is just boost your BMR, which is your metabolism. How are we going to do that? Let's say we work out for 4 to 6 weeks, Mrs. Jones. In 4 to 6 weeks, what can we do? What can we gain? We can lose 4 to 6 pounds of fat and drop 1 to 1.5% of overall body fat percentage. Now, body fat percentage is what we really want to focus on. Once we drop down that body fat percentage, it's basically going to get us down to a comfortable goal, changing over our weight from fat to muscle. Now, how do we keep all that off, Mrs. Jones? We put on 1 pound of lean muscle. That 1 pound is going to burn off 50 calories. Okay, so you burn off 50 calories, your body's going to do some of the work for you. You're going to see and feel a different change. Now our body's doing a little bit more work, let's just add on more buddies. 10 pounds of lean muscle is going to give you 500 calories every single day burning for you. So your body's doing the work for you. All you got to do is maintain the 10 pounds of lean muscle. And if 1 pound takes 4 to 6 weeks to build, how long does 10 pounds take to build? That's right, 10 to 14 months. Now, does that seem like a long time when it's been 5, 6 years since we were in the best shape of our entire life? No, because it's short amount of time because it's permanent changes. Why it's permanent? We're going to go into cardio. Why is cardio effective? Strength training. Why is it effective? Well, Mr. Jones, basically, cardio, what you want to do is you have your maximum heart rate, your target heart rate, and your resting heart rate. Now, these are 3 zones where your body uses energy. Energy is used up by burning off food, by burning fat, and by burning off protein. Now, out of these three, what do you not want to burn off? Absolutely, protein. You don't want to burn off protein. So, let's say we wake up in the morning and our body is just moving around all day long. What is our body going to use for energy? Exactly, the food that we eat all day long. That's why we need to eat consistently. Now it's gym time. We're coming to the gym, we jump on the treadmill. Now, on the treadmill, what do we want to burn off? Absolutely, fat. Well, how big is this ratio? Well, only 10%, Mrs. Jones. So 10% of the time, up or down, 20 points, that's when we burn off the most amount of fat. Now, what happens when we go above that target heart rate zone? Do we burn off food? No, we already burned off our food. We burn off fat? Nope, fat and food burn off together. So what's left? Protein. Now the biggest question is, of course, it was the last one to guess, so it's easy to answer, but why does it burn off protein, Mrs. Jones? That's the question you got to ask yourself. Burning off protein, you run out of food. Your body doesn't burn off fat unless it's burning off food. Now, the reason why it burns off protein is it needs energy to keep ourselves going. With no food, it taps into what's called stored glycogen. With stored glycogen, that's stored protein. Stored protein helps us build muscle, and muscle does what? Yes, keeps us skinny by boosting our metabolism. So let alone the science behind it, what's the benefit of it? Well, let's say you come into the gym and you burn off 400 calories doing a workout. Now, you go home. Are you still burning off calories, Mrs. Jones? No, you're right. So what happens when you go home and you eat 400 calories? Well, you burned off 400. You just ate 400. What'd you do? Nothing, absolutely. You didn't really burn off calories. It helps your heart, but what does your heart have to do with your metabolism? So right now, let's say we go over to strength training. With strength training now, basically you want to burn off calories. So let's say it takes us 200 calories. We break down our muscle. In the gym, we want to break down muscle. That's why we lift weights. That's why we go home sore. Outside of the gym is when we repair muscle. 24 to 72 hours later is how the time takes to repair the muscle. Now, in that time, what is your body going to use to repair the muscle? Nutrition, absolutely. That's why nutrition is 40%. Because it's what you're eating and how much you're eating. So now you go home and eat 400 calories, 200 calories in, burned out, 200 calories coming back. What is that calories going to go to do? Exactly, replenish the muscle that needs to be repaired. So you just burned off 600 calories, Mrs. Jones. Now, this seems more effective than this. Absolutely. Now we got to go into the next part, Mrs. Jones, the nutrition side of it. Basically, what's easier to organize? I'm going to make this simple because nutrition is very, very simple. People just make it complicated. If you're eating 3 meals a day, or you're having 3 stacks of paper on your desk, what's going to be easier to organize? 3 giant stacks of paper or 5 small stacks of paper? Exactly, 5 small stacks. Well, now, what's going to be easier to organize for your body? 3 meals a day or 5 meals a day? Exactly, 5 meals a day. Now, let's go into a little bit of science behind it. Basically, when you eat, your body breaks down the calories and it goes into using it for energy. Then, it breaks down again when you get more food, and basically you have high and low points throughout the day for 3 meals a day. Now, it takes your body about 2.5 hours to 3 hours to break down a full meal. So let's say you eat early and then 2 hours later you don't have anything and you go another 3 hours. That's when your body's going to break down muscle and store the fat. Why does it break down muscle? Well, that comes back over to here, Mrs. Jones. What happens when we have no food? We got to jump into that stored glycogen, which is stored protein. And our body's going to use that protein for energy. Because we're not going to die. We're not going to drop off for the middle of the day. We're going to keep moving. So if we had more energy throughout the day, that's what it would look like with 5 small meals. our body's going to use the energy, keeping our blood sugar level up the whole entire day, so it's never going to tap into our stored glycogen or our muscle. So we help you with the when. When is more important than what? Because you can have one salad throughout the whole entire day, or you can have Taco Bell 5 times a day. Realistically, Taco Bell 5 times a day is going to get you feeling better because you have more food to work off of. We help you with the hardest process, which is when. You tell us what. Now, the last step here, this is what we do here. Basically, you got 2 choices when it comes to workouts. When you come into the gym, we're going to show you a workout today. You're going to see the workouts and see how you like it. Then you have 2 choices from here. Basically, you can go through 2 areas. We're going to show you a workout today. Now, the next time you come into the gym, you can do the same workout, get results, but it's going to diminish a little bit. Same workout, diminish a little bit more. Finally, you're just doing that same exact workout. This is no change. Or you can follow what we do. We're going to do a great workout today. The next time you come into the gym, whenever that is, we're going to do a brand new workout. And then next time, another brand new workout. Keeping maybe chest and tri, back and bi, legs and shoulders, but making the exercises change consistently based off of this principle. F-I-T-T. Fit, Mrs. Jones. Basically, this is called the fit factor. What does fit stand for? Well, frequency is amount of reps. I stands for intensity. It's the amount of weight you're lifting, depending on the exercise it is, body weight or not. Time of rest in between the sets. And then just type of exercise, Mrs. Jones. The more exercises you learn, there are 300 exercises in the gym that don't involve a single machine. If we can learn at least 150 of them, well, we're good to go. We can do a lot of this on our own once we learn the fit factor. So that's going to get us from A to B. Basically, Mrs. Jones, you have 3 goals you want to achieve to make sure you're making your process to your main goals. Well, we got 3 goals for you. Basically, Mrs. Jones, first things first, you want to make sure that we develop balance, flexibility, and stamina. Now, balance, flexibility, and stamina is the definition of a strong person. When you have balance, you can do all the exercises without any cause for injury. Flexibility, you have all the exercises in full range of motion, so no cause for injury. Finally, stamina means you can do all the exercises and not feel nauseous at the end, not feel like you're going to pass out, and finish all of it with energy. This is called our foundation. When we have our foundation, then we can move to the next step. From that next step, basically what you're going to do, we're going to get your strength up. We're going to challenge that foundation, increase the intensity. Now with that intensity, we can now see and move in improvements. Anyone can get away with that first 1 to 3 months in the gym by seeing results because they're going from nothing to something. Then that's when we really change it. We get into that 4 to 6 month mark where you're starting to learn a lot of exercise, increase our strength, increase the intensity, and you're really seeing the changes over here. Now, realistically, around 6 months, you should learn a lot of these exercises. You should know how to change it up consistently based off of this. But are we at our goal, Mrs. Jones, of 10 pounds of lean muscle? No, not yet, because it's going to take us 10 to 14 months. So what we do is we take that last goal, around the 8 to 10 month mark, and we mold your body into the body you want. That body you want is going to be what we're going to teach you how to maintain. Remember, you go to school once, you get the class, you finish it, all you got to do is practice what you learn. Same thing with us. Because you can either be here and you can maintain yourself, or You can just keep going. Do you need someone to show you how to keep going? No, because you did it all on your own. All you got is a little bit of help. You've achieved the goals you wanted to achieve. We take care of the why. It's improving a lot of things in your life. And we did it in a timely manner, giving you short-term goals to make sure that when you achieved your long-term goal, it didn't feel like forever. So, Mr. Jones, let's get out on the floor. We're going to do a 5-minute workout and come on back.